YouTube? It's your boy Good Feet, and we're back with the manual G80 build, episode number 2. I appreciate for everybody returning back to the vlog. All my newcomers, say what up, drop a comment. All my returnees, do the same, man. Drop a comment, say what's up, let me know who in here. All right, y'all, this is an exciting episode. Just to kind of revert back to episode 1. For those of you that guys missed it, go watch episode number 1 if you haven't already. Episode number 2 here is going to be us actually opening the first part that we got. So I know I told you guys in episode 1, just to kind of give a brief recap, we are aiming to build one of the fastest and cleanest manual G80 M3s on the planet. I had started this build firstly with the first G80. Unfortunately, unforeseen things happen. We end up losing that vehicle, but we're back now with version 2 and rendition number 2. And I honestly feel that this second coming, or this version, is going to be a lot better than the first one. Power wise, looks wise, everything. Like, I understand so much now after already having the car for the couple months that I had it with the first one, and then doing so much research and everything after I lost the second one. So I'm super excited. This is going to be a special episode. One of my sponsors end up sending me some goodies, right? He ended up sending me some goodies. So we're already, like I told you guys before, the car is not supposed to be here for a couple months. So we're going to start building parts. I'm going to start talking about the parts that we're getting, and just kind of explaining where we're going from there. Do a little bit of unboxing for you guys. That way, anybody that's also interested in to follow the kind of the path that I'm doing, or also make their manual G80 as fast too, this would be a good channel for just like informative information, and just kind of showing you guys why I chose to pick what I'm picking, and why I'm doing some of the things that I'm doing. All right, but before we even get into that, y'all know the vibes. Time to knock out you guys' favorite segment of the show. What are the good feats of the day? All right, we got a very, very, very exclusive sneaker for the good feats of the day. I had to work extremely hard to secure this pair, but nonetheless, I did secure my pair. So let's start off with the box. All right. So for those that know, you know, these are the Brick by Bricks. They have a very unique box, so I definitely had to show it to you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a nice little panorama. All right, so the actual feel and the texture of the box is very brick-like, so it's very true to form. Then when you do open the box itself, the shoes are packaged together like a set of New York City bricks as well too, so that's fire. So just the overall theme, so things like this I like. I like when you have a really good shoe that has a lot of hype to it, and this shoe is up for sneaker of the year. The actual presentation of everything is like super dope to me. All right, so let's open these up and let's see what we got. I still haven't wore these outside yet. Like, that new shoe smell like gets me every time, bro. This is such a fire shoe. All right, there y'all have it. The Brick by Bricks. You know what's crazy? When this shoe first came out, like, I really wasn't a fan. Like, well, before it came out, when they were talking about like the release date was coming up, and I was just looking at them over and over. And it's crazy because red is one of my favorite colors. But I just really wasn't excited about this shoe until about like a week before it came out. And I just was like, yo, I have to have these. The texture and just like the overall design of the shoe is like insane. Yeah, this is insane. So for those of y'all that don't know, Nigel Sylvester, he is a legend in the BMX world. He did a collaboration with Jordan. For a lot of sneakers that are actually coming out this year, especially the 4s, they're coming out in like with either BMX collaborations or just like SBs, like, you know, skateboard shoes, which is like fire. So I'm loving them. I've been copping so many 4s. But one of the nicest touches on here, you can see instead of Nike in the back, it has bike on it. You know, it tributes to him being in the BMX world. But yeah, like the shoe is just so tough. Like the red orange like gradient, how kind of soft and buttery like the nubuck is. The toe box is like a rough brick material and everything. Like this is a very, very highly crafted shoe. All right, so y'all know the vibes. We about to hop out to the hallway, throw these on the cones. That way I can see these feet, see these good feet in person. Alright, and then y'all have a Brick by Bricks by that guy Nigel Sylvester. Definitely a tough shoe. Alright, let's get into this video. I have a unboxing for you guys. It's gonna be the first performance part that showed up to the house, so I'm super excited. I already, from as soon as I came home, I already knew what it was. Me and the old lady was outside running errands and whatnot today, and then as soon as I came home, that joint was sitting right on the front step, so I was like super excited. So I don't want to spoil it too much for you guys, or even talk about it in real great depth, to be honest. I just want to slide downstairs and show you guys what we got. All right, catch y'all downstairs. And that's what your boy came home to. For those that know, you know. So yeah, I remember before with the first one, I had a sponsorship with Valvetronic. I had let them hold a G80 for a couple weeks, but I did some R&D on some new exhaust systems. So it's only right I hit my boy Austin up to get me right. Once again, shout out to Valvetronic, shout out my guy Austin. For anybody that has any kind of BMW, you know we got to go with Valvetronic. Y'all know what it is. Definitely shop with them. But yeah, let's get to this unboxing, dog. Yeah, I'm too excited. So this is my first Valvetronic exhaust. I had a partial on the G80 from what Austin had put on the car for allowing me to use my car for the test fitting and R&Ding. But this is my first full Valvetronic exhaust, so I'm extremely excited. All right, let's get to the unboxing. All right, so I'll open up the first box. These were the extra tips that he threw in for me. So these are the exhaust tips. These joints is gonna be like, the car gonna be so crazy. Now let's open up one of these joints. I'm like a kid in a candy store, bro. I'm too excited. Nah, look at that. I don't know if y'all can see, but like the forged carbon, like that's gonna be hard, bro. Let me get it out the wrapper so y'all can see. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, there y'all go. Y'all can actually see it now. You can see the forged carbon on the tips. Like, sheesh. Anything else in this box? I think it's just the exhaust tips. Yeah. Once again, shout out Valvetronic and shout out my guy Austin for throwing these in for your guy. Valid. All right, let's open up the rest of the exhaust now. All right, so I got everything out the box. I really don't want to unwrap everything because it's wrapped up all good and it's about to go sit in storage for a little bit, but yeah, I'll give y'all some sneak peeks. It's the branding and everything, fire. Over here, I got the controller. Over here, I got the controller. The joint came with 2 remotes. So all the other pieces. Boy Austin doing a wristband, Valvetronic wristband. Also doing a t-shirt. I like stuff like this when they give you a little care package. Keychain, decal, license plate holder. This is everything in the picture. So you guys can see. Let me come by some light. This is everything in the picture that's on the floor. I just don't want to unwrap it. So that is the full exhaust system right there. So I'm super excited. Car gonna sound crazy. Car gonna look good. We got so much other stuff coming. I'm not even gonna spoil the next video. The next video is gonna be the next part that I got too. I'm excited about that. It also came with another set of tips too. I'll show y'all those. So if I didn't want to run the forged carbon, I could run the regular carbon where the Valvetronic pops a little bit more. Just the 1-on-1 12 weave. That's fire, bro. Nah, I can't. I really can't be, thankful enough. Once again, appreciate Valvetronic and my guy Austin. And then what's in this little box here? I did not open this. It's like a bracelet. Nah, that's fire. Nah, that's so fire. Let's read what it says. Thank you for choosing. Let me focus it better for you guys. I'm just gonna read it to y'all. Thank you for choosing Valvetronic Designs to make your audible dreams come to life. It makes us proud to serve you. This bracelet is my gift to you. Wear it and enjoy it in good health. It's like one of those health bracelets, fellow enthusiasts. Now, Austin is a W mans, bro. Like, and it's cool because, like, all right, hold on. It's like so dope that he's like such a down-to-earth person as well too. Like, 'cause a lot of times you meet these people that, own these big companies and millionaires and stuff like that. They don't want to sit down and have a conversation with you and talk to you, and they feel like they're so high and mighty and over you. I sat down and I spoke a lot with Austin, and even through this situation, like I haven't spoke to Austin in a couple months. I shot him a message on Facebook, and he like responded right away. We got to talking and chopping it back up like we never stopped talking, and he put this whole invoice together and took care of me. So like I really am happy to be part of the Valvetronic family. But let's slide back upstairs and then wrap this video up. All right, y'all, we back upstairs. There y'all have it. There goes my Valvetronic exhaust. I'm super excited. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm just so ready for the car to get here so I can get my hands on it and really get to finishing this build before I even start the build. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, I know I've been saying it a million times. Once again, another shout out to Austin, another shout out to Valvetronic. Appreciate you greatly, my brother. And that will wrap up this week's episode of the Good Feats vlog. I appreciate everybody that's staying tuned and following the build. We got so much more to come. Y'all know the vibes. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, y'all. Let's get this channel booming. All right, I'll catch y'all next week.